Hey marketers, welcome back to our channel Martech Market. In our previous video, we saw how online brands deploy various engagement strategies like app or web engagement or an offline engagement strategy to avoid users dropping off between visiting their website to doing a transaction with them. In this, we went a little deep into various app or web engagement strategies like nudges, search optimization, product recommendation, and exit intent pop-ups to ensure they are able to restrict people dropping off between each of these stages. We also understood that in spite of brand deploying these strategies, there still could be a lot of users dropping off in between each of these stages. That's where offline engagement strategies comes very handy, where we saw the concept of personalization, recommendation, and offers that these brand deploy using channels like app push notification, email, web push notification, SMS, and WhatsApp. We also saw the concept of retargeting and custom audience put together. How do we get once a user drops off? What kind of engagement can be done to get these users back onto the website and do a transaction, right? In today's video, we're going to talk about how these online brands deploy various retention strategies. When I talk about retention, I'm referring to once a user do the first transaction with the brand, how do these brand get these user come back to the website, do a repeated transaction with the brand, or get these users refer more new customers onto the business and get them do a transaction, or over a period of time achieve various milestones like second transaction or 100 transaction or fifth referral, so and so that over a period of time they get this user become their star and loyal customers. Now, when it comes to retention, the first strategy a brand would deploy on their transacted user to get them revisit their website and do multiple transactions would be something called as cross-selling. To understand cross-selling, it's very simple. Basis what the user has bought, the brand will try to communicate on certain product that goes well with the product that the user has bought. So if you go by this example, this user has bought a cycle. So they are promoting headgears, goggles, and shoes because these are the products that a user would be wearing when they ride a cycle, right? Moving to the next strategy, what these brands would be doing is reward their customers for doing a transaction with them. So if you look at this example, this particular brand is giving 5 reward point for the transaction that the user has done, which these users can use in the next transaction that they do with the brand. Certain brands do it even well. What they actually try to do is they try to encourage multiple purchases. So for that, what they do is instead of giving a reward for the next transaction, they give a reward for the next 3 transactions. So if you look at this example, this particular brand has given $5 flat discount on the next 3 transactions that the user does. Next, let us look at how do brand leverage loyalty programs to retain their customer. To understand loyalty program, it is very simple. What actually happens here is basis the amount a customer is spending with the brand, they are introduced to various loyalty buckets. Now to understand loyalty bucket, it is very simple. If you look at this example, if a customer, as soon as they do the first transaction with the brand, they automatically fall under the bronze bucket. Now in the bronze bucket, what this customer would be getting is on every transaction this customer do with the brand, they get somewhere between 5 to 10% discount on that transaction until this customer spends about €150 with the brand. As soon as the customer spends about €150 with the brand, they fall under the silver bucket where their discount from 5 to 10% moves up to 15%. Now, if this customer is spending somewhere around €300 or above €300, they get some 20% discount on all their transaction. And now if this customer is spending somewhere around 600 plus euro with this brand, they fall under the fourth bucket, which is the platinum bucket, where they get 25% discount on all their transactions. Moving on, let us look at how do brand leverage gamification to retain their customers. What exactly happens here is for every transaction a customer does with the brand, they any which ways give them a reward. But what they also do is they let the customer know on which level do they stand and on which level are they eligible to get a mega reward, right? That way they create this hook of sticking onto the brand and get these customers do multiple transactions with the brand. Now, while these brands do all of these loyalty programs, gamification, cross-selling, or rewards, they also hugely depend on these regular communication. To give you examples of few regular communication, you'd have seen these brands sending you promotional communications where they talk about offers, or they would be talking about a particular product, go in detail about the product, give you the benefits and usage of the product so that they promote a particular product. Or they would also be doing this how to do videos or how to do communication, where, say, if you take this example, this beauty care product talks about how to do the right makeup for a Halloween look, right? They talk about step one, you do this, step two, you do this. That way they promote a particular product that is going to be used in getting that particular look, right? And next, they would also be talking on the lines of festival that is around. What are the products you can buy for a particular festival? How to rock a Diwali look and stuff and all, right? They also would be promoting on the lines of seasonality. So to talk about seasonality, if the winter is approaching, they'll pile up all those products that is going to take care of you during winter. So that way they talk about how to take care of your skin during winter. They promote those products that's going to help you with that. Last but not the least, they would also be running a lot of contests. Idea of these contests are to engage with these customers and get them back onto the website or app. Try to get them participate in this contest. Just for participating, they would reward these customers so that they can use that reward to do a transaction with the brand. Moving on, let us look at how do brand leverage reminder and reactivation to retain their customer. Like we said earlier, for every transaction a customer does with a brand, these brands would be giving them some reward points. Now, the first communication that we are going to talk about is reminder of this expiring reward points. So what these brands would be doing is send out a monthly mailer or a monthly communication to their customers talking about those reward points that they have earned and is about to expire in the next month, so that it creates an urgency in the user to come and redeem these points. Next, let us talk about replenishment campaigns. Replenishment campaigns are sent for product that has a shorter consumption period. To give you an example, shampoo, soaps, or all these daily usage products will have a shorter consumption period. So what these brands who sell these products do would be, they would send out a reminder to the user based a certain time period. They know the time period of consumption of a certain product. Say, for example, if you take a bottle of shampoo, the brand believes usually the time taken to complete a bottle of shampoo would be, say, for example, 30 days. So what these brands would be doing is on 29th day, on 28th day, they send out a reminder to the user saying, hey, refill your stocks, your product is about to get over. So the idea here is to ensure they know this user is going to buy the same product, but to ensure they buy it with the same brand, they send out this replenishment campaigns. Another form of campaign that I have not put in here would be renewal campaigns. These are the campaigns sent out by brands to retain their customer. These are specific for brand that sells insurance or that has subscription model, right? So if at all you go to an OTT player, what they would be doing is, if your subscription is about to get over, 1 week before the subscription is about to get over, or 1 month before the subscription is about to get over, they send out reminder communication saying, hey, your subscription is about to get over. Or if you're an insurance player, when your insurance is up for renewal or insurance term is about to get over in the next 15-20 days, they start sending out these renewal communications where they remind the user to come back and take the insurance again. Next, we'll talk about reactivation campaign. Reactivation campaigns are sent to those customers who has transacted with the brand in the past but has become a dormant customer or a customer who has stopped transacting with the brand. So when it comes to reactivation campaign, they try to hit the emotional content of the customer, where they will talk on the lines of, hey, we miss you, here is a comeback offer for you and stuff. Now, the primary goal of sending any of these reminder, reactivation, or regular communication to retain a customer is to minimum get these customer back onto the brand's website and the app. Now, these brands clearly knows what kind of adoption from their customer leads to a better retention. So what they actually do as soon as they get these customers onto their app or the web is they implement this concept of nudges. Now, idea behind these nudges, like I said earlier, since they know what kind of an activity or what kind of an adoption from their customer leads to better retention, they'll put in these nudges to their customers who comes onto their app so that they get these customer do certain action which is very favorable in terms of brand being able to retain their customers. Now, the best way to retain a customer would be to speak to this customer one-on-one. Now, obviously, if a brand has about 1 million of users, it's impossible to speak to every one of them. So that's why it has to be done digitally. To do it digitally, it's very simple. All we'll have to do is find out reasons to speak to our customer. The best way to do this would be milestone campaigns. We celebrate every small moments. For example, the first milestone campaign we are going to talk about is an anniversary celebration. Say it's been a year since a user has registered with the brand. We celebrate the first anniversary where we talk about, hey, this journey has been amazing. Here is a special token of appreciation. Or basis the number of transaction a user has done. On the first transaction, we celebrate it. On the 10th transaction, we celebrate it. Or on the 20th or 100th transaction, we have a special celebration. Obviously, the content should not be the same among each of these celebration. It has to obviously vary. Then we can also talk on the lines of the worth of transaction a user has done with the brand. When the user spends 1K worth of revenue, we celebrate it. When the user has spent 10K, we celebrate it, right? Or if at all a user has done a transaction on a particular category, we talk about it, right? Last but not the least, we are going to talk about how post retention, it's very important to use these happy, loyal customers to get more new customers. That is what we call as customer advocacy. Idea is to get this loyal customer, go and talk about their brand to their families and friends, and they get these brands more new customers. This is what we call as referral program. Idea is these new customers are very similar to our loyal customers and they also turn out to be our loyal customers. A few example of referral program would be if you go to any of these UPI app, what they would be promoting is, hey, refer your friend and get 125 rupees cashback or get earn 125 rupees, something like this. Or the best way to do this is gamify this whole concept of referral program where you give this as a task to the customer or you give this as a level to the customer where you say you refer 3 you get this, you refer 10 you get this, you refer 100 you're going to get this. So where the reward is always different and the reward actually keeps improving as and when they reward bring in more new customers to the business, right? Hope today's video was useful. Please do subscribe to our channel for more such content. Have a great day. Thank you.